We're going to do it. Slow and steady. 3-finger rally. Miles, sun's coming up. Gorgeous. Schaefer Butte. Dump Creek, Poison Creek, Stroud Basin. Let's get it. Good stuff. Finally into the hills. Let's get it going. Here's aid station 1 over there coming up. Coming up on my butte on the ridge. We're at mile 15. My engine feels good though. On we go. Yeehaw. Headwaters of Stroud Basin. Over there. "17 miles down. Mile 19, bit windy up here. Just went past Stroud Basin. 7 miles to go to Sucker Creek. Then 4 to the top. See there? 22 miles in. There's snow on the mountains. Beautiful. I forget how cruddy this road can be. Slow going sometimes. But having fun. Feeling good. Most of the time. There she is. Oh, so fun. Just loving the feel of the quads and the knees. Having fun. Just had some fuel with my pop there at Sucker Creek. And now I gotta find the trail that I made, which goes up there somewhere. I don't know if it's there or up there. We're gonna find out. And this is where things got interesting. I just got the first marathon ran off and was getting ready for the cross-country phase to the summit of 3 Finger above and to the west of Sucker Creek Canyon. I planned the route out on Google Earth up a draw from near the campsite. I couldn't quite make out from the angle of the imagery what the first part of the draw had in store. Well, I was about to find out.
Well, apparently this is the route that I chose. What the hell? Maps. It's a little difficult to see on this one. We gotta figure something out.
I ran into a water slide about 60 to 70 feet high with no way to get up, so I had to adjust my route.
Well, this is silly. I'm gonna find a route and get back to you.
My pace from here for the next 10 miles went from 12 to 15 minute miles to 30 to 56 minute miles. Bad miscalculation, but it makes for a good story later.
Well, I came around the side. There's Sucker Creek. And I've decided to go this way. Hopefully it's not a dead end, because then I'm gonna have to really rethink this whole idea. But so it goes. We'll get it figured out. We'll make it to the top at least, and then make a call from there. I'm having to use all fours to get up this damn thing. That's where I came in. Get to go back out that way. About 2 hours. Uh-oh. Shit. Made it up. Made it up. Now we gotta go up there and then back that way. Find my trail again. I'm a little off. Well, I'm hoping I can see destination as soon as we come up over this ridge. There you are, Mr. Three Finger. You beauty. You beauty.
It was here that I realized how much time it had taken me to get to this point. The climb from the base to the top of the North Finger took me longer than I wanted as well. I didn't linger at the summit. The wind was biting and cold, so I only took a few pictures, looked out over the valley across the Snake River, and headed back down towards Sucker Creek. My legs felt better than I thought they were going to after 32 miles, but I still had an arduous downhill descent back into Sucker Creek. I was able to run as long as I was on the road, but I soon had to veer off and go cross country again. As I neared the canyon rim, I decided to take more of a direct route down to save some time. That just resulted in more scrambling and actually cost me about a half an hour. After finally reaching the bottom of the rock wall and emerging out onto the dirt road, I hollered out to my dad that I was back. As I jogged back to his pickup, my third resupply stop, I noticed and half expected that there was a look of worry turning to relief on his face. He didn't admit it until later, but I know that my unintended extra 2.5 hours in the desert was beginning to concern him. But here we both were, and as a good father does, he was taking care of his son. There was hot food, hydration, and a change of socks and running shoes all ready to go for this eager fella. Sucker Creek had lived up to its name. As much as I wanted to, I didn't stay long with Dad. I still had another 26 miles to go until home. That included another 14 miles of windy, up and down running on rutted track until I got to the next aid station at the end of Johnstone Road. This penultimate part of my journey definitely went in stages. At about mile 37, I started talking to myself. The conversations were actually pretty good. I learned a whole lot. But about 3 miles from the Idaho border, I hit the Bite Me stage at mile 40. It was at this time, until about mile 45 at the top of Strode Basin, where I had my last steep incline out, that everything that made me smile or was interesting to me simply became an annoyance. And unfortunately, that included the friendly range cows that were there to cheer me on as I ran past them that very morning.
It's at this moment, the last climb of the day. Look at that, isn't that pretty? It's at this moment when I go,
Current pace 0 seconds.
15
Heart
hours.
rate zone 1.8. Current pace 0 seconds. Heart rate zone 2.4.
Made it up. All downhill and it's flat. I still got a ways to go.
Current pace
About
2707. Heart rate
17.
zone 1.5.
Beautiful up here.
At the top, as the sun was setting, I got a second wind and carried some good pace over the next 4 miles as my running legs got back underneath me. The night started to settle in as I slowed down to descend the final, dimly lit, steep, rutted path toward the lights of my dad's pickup waiting at the final aid station. Then it was on to the 6.5 mile, straight, cold, dark, seemingly endless Johnstone Road.
One eternity later.
Well, I don't quite know how to end this because I didn't take any more photos or video. One, because I was probably too tired to and wanted and needed to get home. But also my battery died on my phone, so there's that. Well, I thought twice about maybe stopping in the bar as I ran by. There's some folks in there looking like they're having a good time and staying warm, but I knew that if I had a beer, it made for a great story, but I probably would have been sitting on that stool longer than I wanted to because I wouldn't have been able to get up. Might have started cramping, but I just wanted to be home. So I continued on, got through town, eventually got over the river, took a ride on Homedale Road, my last stretch home. So
Well, here he goes. It's 1:24 in the morning. I woke up and no sight of him and his phone was dead, so I went and looked for him and been his nice escort for about the last mile of this journey. Mind you, I went to Salt Lake City and back today and have been home for several hours. He's built different.